Harry never knew curiosity could sign a death warrant, especially his own. The crashed alien vessel had been visible from orbit for months, smoking in the dead zone of Europa's ice plains. When Earth Command ignored his request to investigate, he went anyway. Too many things about the crash felt wrong. No distress calls, no survivors, and a metallic scent in the atmosphere that didn't match any known alloy dot, so he went alone. Beneath shattered metal and flickering purple lights, he found something. No, someone struggling to rise from a cryopod half buried in ice. She was tall, ash-silver skin glowing faintly, and her hair fell like molten night. But what caught his eyes first were her legs, powerful, digitigrade, built like a predator. She opened blazing gold eyes and hissed. Harry raised his hands. Hey, I'm not here to hurt you. She stumbled forward, claws ripping grooves in the ice. Harry stared without thinking. Then, like the idiot he was, he said it. Your legs are incredible. Her head tilted, and a slow, dangerous smile formed. Good, she purred, voice thick with alien resonance. They were made to chase you. Harry's fight or flight chose the latter. He ran, but she didn't attack. She stalked behind him in silence, watching every move like a wolf observing prey. When he stopped, breathing hard, she simply stared. Who are you? He asked. She replied with a name he couldn't pronounce, so he shortened it. Jessica. Confusion flickered in her gold eyes, but she accepted it. Jessica wore armor that looked printed directly to her skin, cracked and sparking. She limped slightly. Energy readings on his scanner showed near terminal levels. She needed help. Not prey rescue. Harry swallowed fear and extended his hand. Come with me. I can fix your injuries. She stared at the offered palm like it was a threat. You think a human can repair a Zyranth warrior? Harry shrugged. Worth a try. I have tools and a warm base. Unless you'd rather freeze here. After a long silence, she placed her clawed hand in his. Back at Outpost K-12, the base was lonely only. Harry lived there as a maintenance specialist on a forgotten moon. Jessica collapsed once inside, exhaustion finally claiming her. Up close, Harry noticed her veins glowing faintly through skin, a bioluminescent circulatory system. She awoke on a medical cot, restraints loosely clipped, her eyes narrowed. You dare bind me? Harry tapped the restraints. They're just to keep your legs steady. You tore a muscle. She tested them. They didn't hold. With a tiny motion, she snapped free. See? Harry smiled awkwardly. They were more of a suggestion. Jessica blinked. Maybe a laugh was hiding behind that glare. Days passed. Harry worked tirelessly repairing her neural armor, stabilizing her metabolism, studying the tech embedded under her skin. Jessica observed him with cold curiosity, every motion logged, every weakness noted. Why did your people not come for me? She finally asked. They may not know you're alive, he said. Or they're scared. Scared of me. She snorted. They should be. Harry didn't doubt that. Yet something about her presence wasn't monstrous. It was tragic. He offered food. She refused. He offered warmth. She didn't understand the gesture. But when Harry played Old Earth, music soft piano, her fierce posture softened. She wasn't only a weapon. She was someone who had forgotten she could be more. The hunters arrive one night. Alarm screamed. A destroyer-class ship locked onto the base Zyranth insignia, glowing across its hull. They didn't come to rescue. They came to erase evidence. Jessica glared at the windows. They believe I failed my mission. Zyranth do not retrieve failure. Harry grabbed a pulse rifle far too big for comfort. They're going to kill you. Her voice shook, just slightly. Yes. Silence cut the air. Harry stepped in front of her. Not while I'm alive. Jessica stared like he'd spoken a forbidden truth. You would fight yourself extinct for me? Someone ought to choose you, Harry replied. At least once. War in the snow-armored Zyrinth elites stormed the icy ground 6 meters tall, built like living tanks. Harry flanked Jessica, terrified but steady. Human, she growled. Do not die stupidly. No promises. The first elite charged. Jessica moved like lightning legs. He praised now a blur of devastating power. She crushed its throat with a single kick. The others opened fire. Harry returned blasts with shaky aim, but his bullets hit weak joints. She pointed out with sharp commands. Together, they moved as if they'd trained for years. A final elite seized Harry. Claws pinning him down. Jessica froze. The alien blade pressed to his neck. Step forward, the elite spat. Or the human dies. Jessica raised her arms, surrendering. No. Harry shouted. She ignored him. You think me failure, she told her former soldier. But the human sees me as something more. Sentiment is weakness. Jessica smiled faintly. No, it is evolution. She lunged. The blade grazed Harry's neck, but Jessica tore the elite apart before it could finish. Her armor flared with energy, repairing itself mid-battle as if fueled by purpose. Breathing heavily, she turned to Harry. Your blood, she whispered, touching the thin line of red. Something in her gaze changed. Fear? No horror at the thought of losing him. She knelt before him, an apex predator bowing. I was made to hunt prey, she murmured. But you taught me to protect. Harry smiled weakly. Guess those legs were meant to run with me. Not after me. Her laugh quiet and sharp broke the frozen silence. Aftermath as the destroyer retreated. Jessica leaned against him, injured but victorious. Harry supported her, careful not to brush the bio-armor edges. You risked much, she said quietly. For one alien. You're not just an alien, Harry replied. You're Jessica. She studied him like he was the strange one. I do not understand humans. You will, he promised. Jessica extended her hand claws, retracting, touched gentler. Then, guide me, she said. And if I must run? I want you beside me. Harry squeezed her hand. Deal, but no more chasing me as prey. Jessica smirked. That depends, Harry. Sometimes you look deliciously easy to hunt. He gulped. She laughed, predator joy, mixed with something warmer. Together. They stepped forward toward a future neither species expected. A human and a weapon reborn. And for the first time, Jessica wasn't running to kill. She was running to live.